farm. All right. And then something happened. We had given these birds doses, what the vet said they should all get, and they just started getting sick about, I think when they turned about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's when they started to get really, big. You can see the feathers coming through. Light was not so much a problem. There's a generator back then. And ladies and gentlemen, in under a week, we lost 150 birds. 150 birds under a week. The vet that we got couldn't understand it. It was like, maybe we can do a post-mortem. We had to pay for a post-mortem to discover what it was. In fact, at the end of that day, I felt maybe the vet that we contacted wasn't pretty adept at his job. Maybe. But now, last week, there were a few calls and comments that came through saying that somewhere around Port Harcourt, some of you pet owners in Port Harcourt were worried about your dogs. Your dogs apparently were contracting something. They don't know what it was, but whatever it was or is, was making them die. Young puppies or even older dogs were dying. Not quite sure. Now, our guest this morning was meant to help us understand what was going on, but there were other questions I had ready to ask. All right, so I'm going to go straight to this morning. Please listen very carefully. Now, what measures are you employing to keep your pets healthy, right? And are you comfortable with pets in your current residence? There are some people's apartments. I stay in an apartment, block of apartments where one of the tenants has dogs. He has 4 dogs, huge dogs. I am not scared of dogs. I love dogs. And obviously when they bark, everybody's afraid to come to our house, which is kind of like cool. But I also know that there are some houses where some people keep cats. I know some people have birds. Some of you are, some of you have small aviaries at your homes. Some people like parrots. A friend of mine has a parrot in the balcony. In fact, even in the house. My friend Yop used to have a monkey. Now, more than ever, with the rising cost of things and everything, how are you coping keeping your pets? And those of you who love dogs, and I think dogs are probably the most popular pets in Port Harcourt right now, what are you doing to keep them healthy and safe? And more importantly, how are you maintaining these pets right now? So, as always, turn down the volume of your radio set when you call us. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear it, please do not make mention of it. Do not make unsubstantiated, non-verified claims. And please keep your comments civil.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
With Dude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, so number to call 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 08179230002, 08179230003. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right, WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. All right, we're talking about pets in Port Harcourt. We're talking about how you're maintaining them. What are the challenges are you experiencing? Are you comfortable with pets in your locale, where maybe in the apartment where you live, or maybe in your church? Because I know some churches now have dogs. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it sounds funny, but it is true. No joke. Some places actually have guard dogs. All right. Once again, 08179230002, 08179230003. 0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. We're still going to try to establish contact with the doctor, the veterinarian that we had scheduled to speak. But first, whilst we're waiting for that, I'd like to get to have you, join me in this conversation. I'm not surprised to read this one here. Franklin here says, Jude, I don't like dogs. I genuinely don't like pets because of the smell. I get easily irritable. If I find a dog in any house I'm moving into, I most likely will move out. I do not do very well, with dogs or cats. Okay, that's Franklin. I do believe we have been able to get in touch with
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Arinze. Good morning. How are you doing, please?
Thank you.
Good to have you join us. All right, so some interesting comments have already started to come through, but let me hear from you, Dr. Arinze. These stories about some dogs passing, do you have any reason why dogs just fall ill? Hello, Dr. Arinze. Oh dear. Okay, all right. We'll probably get back to Dr. Arinze. That's my guest this morning, Dr. Arinze. He's a veterinarian here in Port Harcourt. Okay, this one says, Jude, good morning. We did deliver. Okay, I'm trying to understand this message. Okay, Jude, when they deliver. Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
I can't hear you.
Okay, Dr. Arinze, can you hear us now? Hello, Dr. Arinze. Oh dear. Okay, all right. We're definitely going to get Dr. Arinze on the line. Let's just quickly let him know, okay, so that he doesn't hear. Okay. Okay. We should do that so we can get to him. It'll be good to get to hear from the vet personally. Okay. Let me read this message. It says, "Where they deliver. The parvovirus rate in December is alarming." Okay. Now let's ask Dr. Arinze. Good morning. Dr. Arinze, good morning to you. Hello, Dr. Arinze, good morning. Hello, Dr. Arinze. Oh dear. Hello, Dr. Arinze. Okay, all right. We're going to try and establish contact with Dr. Arinze because this is not my forte, all right? And I'm pleased that some of you have also sent your message on this. Let's see if we can get the doctor to give more insight on this, please. Stay tuned.
Talk radio. 92. Talk radio.
Number one, talk all the time. Sports station.
Not having a bus stop is not an excuse for bad driving or causing
once again.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
All right,
Hello,
Port Harcourt. Apologies for the network challenges. We have just about a minute before we go on the break, but we're going to ask you to stay on the line. Now, somebody just said the parvovirus rate in December is alarming. I have lost 4 pups littered by a female Rottweiler. I tried the measures stipulated by the vet, the drugs and cleaning and disinfectant. Still, the last 2 pups did not make it. Please, what is is the parvovirus for someone who's just listening? Very quickly, please. I will come back and we'll get more from you.
All right. Parvovirus is a viral disease affecting dogs and wolves. It comes with vomiting, stooling, sometimes bloody diarrhea. The dog becomes lethargic and weak, and to shock and death.
Okay.
It affects mainly puppies from 3 weeks to 6 weeks to 8 weeks, although adults are more protected against virus.
Dr. Just stay on the line. We'll get back to you shortly. Please. Just stay on the line.
We'll be right back. Lovebirds, spice up this
about pet dogs, cats, and all the other things that people like, some of the weird things that people like. Now, joining me this morning is Dr. Arinze Ogidi, who unfortunately has just gotten disconnected. Okay, we're going to have to reestablish contact again with Dr. Arinze Ogidi. Now, you can please send in your questions this morning. Remember, the question I've asked you is, one, how comfortable are you with pets in your home? How are you coping with pets this period, particularly with the rising cost of foods and medication, even for regular people? What exactly is going on? Have you been affected by these issues of some pets just dying? Well, we'll find out shortly.
Are you up?
Across to our guest this morning, talking about Dr. Arinze Ogidi, who is a veterinarian here in the city of Port Harcourt. So let's take some calls now to the questions I asked earlier. First and foremost, how comfortable are you with pets in your space? Like dogs, do you have a preference? And then how are you managing them? Now, a few days ago, we got some interesting comments and complaints talking about some pets that mysteriously died. And no, it wasn't chicken, but I gave a story about my experience going into the poultry business. So if you have a dog right now, if you have a cat, or if you have other pets, which other pets do people have? Okay, I know of birds, so people keep parrots, macaws. I don't know what else people keep in Port Harcourt these days. But if you have a pet right now, please call us, tell us what exactly you have, how you're managing with this period, and if your pet is also welcomed or is accepted by others in your vicinity. We're talking about pets this morning, and we'll try and re-establish contact with my guest, talking about Dr. Arinze Ogidi. So 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. As always, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Please keep your comments simple.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With you on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
right, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome, please.
My name is Victor.
Welcome, Victor. Victor, do you have any pets?
I don't have anyone, but I like cats so much, even with dogs. But I don't have it because we are staying in the public compound. It's like that because we are like 3 or 4 in the compound. So I just noticed some person doing that. So, but if I build my house, I need to have dogs and cats, especially cats. I like cats.
Why do you like cats so much?
Wow, I like cats because in the animal I can learn. I like to learn from a cat. Really?
What do you think you can learn from a cat?
Cat has some skills. It's a kind of animal so patient.
Okay.
So I like him. I like him. He's very. Some meat I like from cats. Cat is very, very patient, and you can study a lot of things. Patient if you want to get something. He has some. There are some good patience on him if you want to buy it, and he has some target that when he doesn't meet his target. So I like to study certain things. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Victor likes cats. He looks forward to getting cats. I'm kind of indifferent when it comes to cats. I really am indifferent. I'm more of a dog person. But what about the cost of keeping these lovely pets, these lovely creatures these days? Is it making the decision to have or not to have any easier? Yes, we know. I think last year we had a conversation about the benefits of keeping pets, particularly for, emotional stability. It's not unusual to have people who are probably alone to, want to get pets, keep them company, and, all of that. 90.3, hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Yeah, I'm one of the lover of pets.
Okay. Which one do you have?
I like pussy.
You have a cat?
Yes.
How many do you have?
For now, I have one.
Okay.
Yes. So, like, pussy pets, I have much interest. People have a lot of insinuation. Some say pussy is witchcraft, is this, is that. But no. I have experience. Like, sometime before I'll drive to my house, pussy will know first that I'm coming, even before people inside the house.
How can you tell this? How do you know that he knows that you are coming?
This animal is very spiritual. He sees far.
And
I'm also a spiritual doctor. Sometimes before any of my patients is about to die in my place, pussy will cry and cry and cry.
Interesting.
And it will let me to know that something is trying to be wrong in my spiritual hospital. Dude, I can tell you truly well, there was a certain man, pussy always like to sleep with the owner, even in the same bed.
Well, some dogs do that too.
Yes. So in that house, there is fire outbreak, and the owner doesn't know something is happening. But he spoke outside the pussy started scratching out. The man get up, and he was safe. So there are so many spiritual blessings I observe from that.
But how much does it cost for you to maintain your cat right now? People are talking about food is expensive.
Yes. Normally, I don't try to be expensive in feeding them.
Okay.
Yes, if we eat rice, we eat rice.
Oh, so anything you eat, the cat eats.
It can get rat. Because of people see is there, it will be very difficult for rats coming around your house and they start disturbing. No. So advantage I just lost the cat.
Okay.
Some people say if you will get cock, you will get that. No, my pussy is though. So I think for now the cost is not too high in maintaining them. You can take coconut, chew coconut.
It eats
Put
coconut.
They are drop more on the milk. They will eat.
Your cat eats coconut.
Yes, very well.
Hey, okay.
They feed well with coconut.
Okay.
If you want to train them extensively, then you have your own. If not, but for that, some people buy it. A place I went the other day near Austin supermarket at Teleprama. The woman was giving them sardine.
Oh.
I said, oh, no. Say, Mama, you will not meet up.
That's expensive.
Very, very expensive. So what I did is to educate her on how to bring this pet up. So I think it's my little contribution this morning.
All right. Thank you very much. 92.3, good morning. Port Harcourt.
Okay, I called back. It's Victor.
All right, go on, Victor.
If there is anything that you like so much is coconut.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Wow. Hey, God. Cats. My grandmother has cats.
Okay.
So I love cats. That is where I love cats from. People give names to Pussycat and the rest of them. Pussycat is a very good animal. Very good. Best animal. Before Pussycat will be possessed, it is human being that possesses it. One thing about Pussycat is that if you are not careful or care of him, he will go inside bush. He will go to bush and then be with other animals and feed them. But if you take good care of him, he will stay with you. And if you train Pussycat very well, wow. Pussycat like coconut so much. And then another thing is cassava. The fresh cassava is plucked, you boil it and put red oil and give it. You will like it. Doesn't joke with those two foods.
I am learning every day. I'm really learning. All right. Once again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about pets this morning. All right, and it's based off some of the interesting reports about some pets, particularly dogs, in the past few months that have sadly died, and you don't know why. Now, one of the messages I read said, "Hey, look, it's the parvovirus," and we got the doctor to briefly explain what the parvovirus is. It's a virus that affects dogs and wolves. Unfortunately, we have not been able to re-establish contact with Dr. Arinze Ogidi this morning. Maybe at a later date we'll be able to do so. But for now, I'm asking you, first and foremost, are you comfortable with pets in your vicinity, wherever you are, whether it is your personal home or is somewhere that you are in on rent? And then how are you managing those pets right now? Do you meet up with vaccinations and stuff like that? Must you take them to the vet, or it's just, I like the animal, it's just there in my house? How exactly are you living with the pets that you like? All right. Clement says the only reason Nigerians keep cats is for the cat to chase rats. Now, Nigerian cat grows to a point where they run from the house. Really? I think I know a few people who have had cats who literally live in the house. They don't go outside. They just stay indoors. They've been staying indoors for forever. I don't know. But yes, talking about what's it called? Cats, right? There was a shop very close to where I stay, and I saw the man. He actually got this kitten, the small ones, the little cats, and he said, "Well, a few weeks ago, I asked, where the cat? Don't see the cat. The cat don't big go." He has taken the cat from the shop to his house. I said, "Why?" He said, "When he brought that cat to his shop, after about 2 days, he stopped seeing rats because it's a provision store. They had Gary, they had Yam, and obviously you have all those processed foods, biscuits and whatnot, that he had a big challenge, keeping rats away, but poisons." But it's just about 2 or 3 days after he got that kitten that the rats stopped coming. Now, I know some of you have seen videos of rats, big rats that will take the cat away, but maybe the cats here in Port Harcourt apparently are strong enough to to chase the rats. All right, Godwin on WhatsApp says, Judah, it would be good to have this doctor back. These dog things are very real. A friend of mine lost all 4 of his puppies a while ago. No reason as to why the dogs died. Well, we will try and get Dr. Arinze back on the show, maybe next week or thereabouts. See what we can find. It's 10 minutes to the top of the hour. We have Dennis with me in the studio, and that means Sunnyside is going to come across your ears very shortly. Okay, Clement is saying they even hire cats from vets to chase rats at home. It's a business now. Denise, have you heard of this before?
What?
That they hire cats to chase rats from people's houses.
I see it in Tom and Jerry every now and then.
No, that's Tom and Jerry. That's a cartoon. but Clement is saying that it's a bit that people actually.
Yeah, in real life. Are you serious?
That they actually hire cats.
What happened to it? They keep mosquito where they keep cockroach, they keep ants, they keep rats. They walk.
Maybe that stopped working.
Hey, what happened to Indoseed and those rat traps they used to set before now?
A few months ago, right? We noticed in my compound that there were these rats, or maybe it's one particular rat, I'm not quite sure, right? The rat would go to somebody's house, right? Pick their trash, their bones. You know when you cook fish, and we will pick it and then bring it to my window and eat. Because so I don't cook.
Dining table.
I don't understand. I don't cook every day. I usually cook on weekends, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when I want to wash plates, I just see bones.
Your
at the window.
The dining table.
So now after a while, I was like, no, what do I do to chase this rats away? Obviously, I stopped keeping my trash outside and whatnot, but they kept on coming. But now that it's dry season, I don't know. Maybe during dry season, rats don't operate. I don't know. But people were complaining about dogs dying, pets dying. Yeah, we got a vet. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have a conversation with him, but he did make mention of the parvovirus. And then somebody sent a message that all the dogs, all the puppies that the dog littered, all of them died. Are you a big fan of pets?
I'm not actually.
Why? You're a village girl. You are from Nembe.
It's not. I feel like having pets is a lot of responsibility.
Okay.
For some people, their pets are their babies. So I would rather channel that energy and resources to actually caring for a real human being as opposed to a pet.
But you do know that some pets can also strengthen the bond. I've seen those videos where the parents have the dogs with the baby. They show they have the baby and the dogs are growing together.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So if I give you a cute puppy right now,
I would not accept.
You will not accept a Lhasa.
No.
Cute black.
I'm not even a fan of dogs.
What of cats?
Nope.
What about parrots?
Just for the what's it called? Make me say if I answer will get pet. That's the only reason why I take a parrot.
Okay, all right. Final caller, I will say goodbye. It's 9:23 in the morning.
Hello.
Okay, hello, good morning. Hello. Oh dear. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll put our breaks here today. Yes, we had a great time with you early this morning, shouting, celebrating. Where were you yesterday? Did they come out on your street?
I was in my house.
Did you hear the screams?
I heard the screams. I was listening to Nigeria Info. I didn't have power supply at the time to watch. So I got all the live. So anyone I did not hear, I'll go online. So I was keeping track online and on my radio. I knew when we went into the extra time first half and second half, and where we got into when our goal was cancelled and it was heartbreaking. And then when it got to the penalty shootouts, and when we actually eventually won, I heard the jubilation. I heard people shouting, "God no go shame us!"
Hey.
That they cannot have Grammy and still have cup. I was on social media and I felt the buzz really. Yeah, so I didn't miss out on anything. I didn't see it, but I was with the game listening.
Yeah. It really was. Well, tomorrow is Friday. We'll going to be doing a little bit more of that what we had today. So do stay well. Dennis, what do you have for the listeners on the show today?
Harsher punishments for upholders and enforcers of the law.
So when they break law, what kind of punishment should they go through?
It should be different from the one ordinary people because they know the law, they enforce the law, they interpret the law. So why would they now break it?
All right, so get ready for that. All that coming your way at the sunny side right after the news at 12. Please to stay and good morning.